It's a mighty good word, party folk. I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here up about a mile high on Wednesday, Mercury's Day. It's September 4th. Happy birthday to my Virgoan sister, my Virgoan sisters and brothers and hey there's and whatnots. What's good, party folk? This is a check-in for the Mars ingress into Cancer. The weather went wild, which is appropriate for Mars in Cancer. I guess it is to be expected, meaning there may be a lot of water weather. The waterworks. Yeah, like a banshee in the night, La Llorona. I don't know, a mother weeping at, what's been lost. Y'all, what's good? I hope that I wasn't too tired and emotional in my last reading. I realized I read the incorrect SABIAN Oracle image, but I mean, we're still going with it. The mood is there, so before I get too carried away, we might as well just jump into it, right? Wait, I did want to express Mars in Cancer will settle the flavor of the Aquarius polycule, the cold. It may bring in a different draft, different air where everyone supposes that Aquarius is the latest, greatest vibe. It kind of can be really idealistic, as in you wish, like in practice, like a lot of people aren't really that good at poly type relationships. So I think it's scary to suppose that we're all going into this free-for-all friendly laissez-faire. It is always great timing, I guess, with the astrology. Gosh, I forget what Nadia Shah, one really great Capricornian astrologer that I love, that I follow. It's a quite an astrological time. It always is, isn't it? Anyway, happy birthday to the Virgos. And what else was I going to say? So Mars in Cancer can be the archetype of the protective, overprotective mother. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the animal spirit, the deer, that maybe has a lot of growing up to do. Like, how does a deer become a deer from a doe? I don't know. And oh yeah, I'm not finished moving, so things are all over. It's gonna take me a while, y'all. I'm old and tired, and I don't understand what people see. And after like years of people telling me to stop being self-aware, stop letting my self-awareness get the best of me, I'm finally there. And it's funny, it's really kind of fun how I shouldn't give a F about my magnetic quality, right? I'm like Magneto. I don't expletives, right? Yeah, so Mars in Cancer, 6 months, because it will retrograde into Leo and then forward motion into back into Cancer. So yes, it's quite an astrological time. expect inner turmoil. I get Three of Swords too, like, because Mars is a warrior, Mars is cutting and severe. Cancer is emotional, secure, protective. It can draw you internally and push for a more grounding, and though the grounds may be marshy, swampy, wet, so footing may be dirty, muddy, watery. Picture a Pisces, a Cancer, and a Scorpio, like, crying. Like, who's gonna cry the worst? Who's gonna cry the best? Who made who cry, and who wins the award for crying? Yeah, I hope I'm making some sense. I have Kim Kranz is well known, so we're gonna just kind of go up the spine. I have during the Virgo season, I really vibe with this Green Witch Taro by Anne Mora Amiel. I have the Herbal Astrology by Adriana Ayales, and then I have a few other tarot decks around me, so we'll go with that. And what else? Mars in Cancer does square with the nodes of fate, the karmic nodes of fate. They will continue to shift into the North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo, from North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra. So we'll square the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. And that's why I regard the whole Aquarian idealism as being checked by Mars in Cancer and the nodes of fate, meaning the Three of Swords appears. Like, do you want to continue to frolic and suppose that you're free to be ideal with others' emotions? It will put a mirror in front of you, and you will see karma at play, tsunamis of karma, and it could involve a lot of like a water park adventure. Maybe what you really want is around the corner, and you're going to be asked to fight for it in the emotional landscape. Meaning, are you going to come to a sensation of grounding in your new mature emotions, regardless of your age? Is everything superficial, or do you feel secure in superficiality? Do you feel insecure around superficial people? Will you check yourself before you check superficial people? I was going off about everyone being an astrologer. I think it's great that everyone invests time in learning about astrology, so that you can find the astrologer that speaks to you and to your path. And it's that sort of vibe, like, check yourself, check your Aquarian idealism. Do you believe you are a master, and that you can cut through everything by knowing? Do you think that you go to a school program supposedly and graduate, and then you become the teacher of, I have, from personal experience, I've graduated from many programs, and I'm not teaching any of those programs. Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your watery waterworks water park adventure. I am your Piscean Aquarian, Capricornian, Scorpionic, Aries rising, Sagittarius, Sass, of an Akashic Librarian, Stellar Informant, Ninja Warrior. God. Funny looking, funny talking, bubbly, wiggly, jiggly jester, oily jester, overgrown hair jester with your Mars in Cancer Ingress, Mars Ingress Cancer Court. Let's start with the Herbal Astrology. Yay, we made it. I'm doing well. I talked for 10 minutes. I'm very grateful for our energetic exchange. I know a lot of you joined because of the sign readings that I attempt to do on a more consistent basis, but that I fail to keep consistency. Thank you so much. Goddess Isis, Sun, God, Ra, Earth, Air, Fire, Water, elements. Archangels, angels, spirit guides of the highest light, helpful, wise, sage, ancient ancestors, please lead us in this reading for the collective, no matter your sun, moon, rising. Again, I appreciate your time, your attention. I'm grateful for our energetic exchange, and I honor your path, your decisions. My name is Armando. I go by the Mile High Priest. Reishi Retreat. Okay, that's a great one. And Psilocybin Commune. Yeah, I'm feeling like the check the vibe. Vibe check. Oh yeah, remember when vibe check was a thing? Jupiter ruled herb Reishi with a lower octave of the sun. The sun currently is in Virgo. Jupiter currently is in Gemini. I have a whole new outlook in all sorts of ways. So like, please bear with me. I will try to keep my S together. But like y'all, the public keeps giving me the right of way, and I'm a Aries rising, moon in Sag. I'm gonna take the freaking right of way. Okay, can we have just a few for up the spine? What do we want? Root, heart, and crown chakra. What's up with you guys? I know. Also the eclipses, the full moon eclipse in Pisces is in about like 5 days or something. No, I'm sorry, 12 days. Wow, we first have the first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Lovely. All these moons like greatly affect me, so yeah, bear with me, come along with me. Bare necessities. That's kind of me right now. I'm really fiending for some like sugary treats. I've had a lot of magnesium brandy. Trust me, I'm taking magnesium baths, meaning salty. I'm way too salty these days. So September 17th, eclipse, full moon eclipse. Divine timing. Cool, wow, okay. The root, the mountain, the thread in the heart. Holy wow. Anima Mundi in the crown. Y'all better relax. Okay, and there was another one. The crown. The crown. Oh my gosh. What is this about? I'm gonna put it in the throat area. Okay, it's a lower octave of the heart center, okay? Let's see. We've got the mountain and the root. Y'all are coming out of a time of like need into determining necessities. You had to step away. The summer, the Neptunian marshmallow of a summer, the swamptastic summer. The swamptastic summer. At the bottom of the deck, the storm. Card number 47. Cool. To all the Gen Xers out there. Card number 47, right? The storm. I know I talk a lot about generations, but honestly, I don't suppose that any generation is better than the other. Maybe some generations suppose they are. There's a lot to say about in the middle, and I know that's such a silly song. I won't say stupid, I'm sorry. But that silly song always comes up. Something about the middle. I mean, I actually don't mind it. It's catchy, but I don't even know the lyrics. So you went far out. You went to the mountain, okay? Like, chill. 33. That's, I feel you. I went to the mountain. I was in the mountain, and then I had to come back because I was like, it's very severe. It's very mental. It's very mind consuming. Maybe something did consume the mind, and now it's sort of, you're able to connect to a greater force. We talk a lot about the crone, card number 13. So the hermit, and in terms of like determining what you the necessities, your necessities, emotional, mental, need for clarity to determine necessities of the heart. The crone, as in Saturn. Also the number 6, 66 as well. Inner and outer relationships. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about with Mars in Cancer. I don't really have a drawn out speech about it, but it is about you taking a look at how you approach the relationships that you have been wanting to approach. Like, for example, if you've been wanting to approach a specific or significant other, or you want to approach someone as your significant other, and maybe there has been a chaser runner dynamic or a mirror dynamic, that's been more about you. It's been more, you've been chasing yourself, you've been running away from yourself. My little runaway. Gosh, and then we have card 70, the thread. It's coming out of space, coming out of dark space, getting clear, getting new space, and then the revolution, 78. Wow, we have card 70, the thread, and then we have card 13, the crone, the thread being in the heart center and the higher heart center, okay? And then the crone being in the lower heart center, okay? The crone being Saturn, asking you to, like, hey, you want to vibe in the high heart center, right? You want to suppose that you know spirit, that you know spiritual paths, that you know spiritual boundaries, but I guess it's where you get checked, right? That's where the crone comes in. The crone sort of whisks you away. The crone guides you from like a violent approach, from overt control, because the mountain is cold. The mountain, if you're high in the mountain in the root, that means you're not grounded, you're grounded above the rest. So what you determine as a need, say again in a relationship, like maybe you thought that again this person or this significant other wanted the same thing you wanted at the same time, and it's like the times is rough, the times is tough and tumble. You're sweet, you're like bring it down a few notches, right? Like tone it down, like, wow, high up there, high up there. It gives me the like, you aren't in spiritual psychosis, but you're in spiritual wash. I was laughing about the weather because one of my best friends, who is a Scorpio, and then one of my these are truly best friends of mine. Like we've left or they left my life because I was wild and free. A fox. So I was a fox and a wolf. I'm a fox and a wolf, and you know, the fox side, the foxes can be cunning, deceiving. I don't know if I was deceptive. I was bitchy AF. I was a rat. I was like high up there. I was like, you know, like I'm too good for it all, but I was just a rat. And so my friends had to kind of be like, go run around and go be a rat. And then when I came back into my my proper wolf, the teacher, my committed, my faithful fox spirit, the higher octave, the light vibration of fox animal spirit, and the determined leader aspect of the wolf animal spirit. My best friend, Scorpio, and my best friend, a Virgo, showed up. Also, they hold space a lot for these storms. For me, in many ways, but they're not, I don't know if I can they are inside jokes, but we just pick up phrases from other people, like since we were young, and it's a little sassy, but it's a little mean. Like we laugh a lot about these colloquialisms and phrases that people just throw out there. Like my friend used to say the weather, the animals the animals go crazy and the storms here. You needed a retreat from that. There's a lot of retreat right now. There's a lot of we went high up there with the spirit, with the spiritual, like thankfully, you know, I believe the archangels will check you. You know, and Delulu is okay, but you will cause havoc, the storm. Materializing your manifestation is havoc. You're connecting the thread. The crone has to step in. Relationships shift. You can tell in the erratic behavior of the animals that there's a storm. And maybe now you can tell that in the erratic behavior of the human animals. there was a storm, and the storm is now manifest. And then we come to Anima Mundi in the freaking crown. Y'all need to chill out. 78. This is Uranus retrograde. Yes, Uranus is retrograde. It's like you thought you knew. You thought you knew. That's also a funny saying that my friends and I picked up and that we laugh about. Which I know these are very generic phrases that people use, but we just crack up when people actually use these phrases, because it's like those phrases come with they're very magical, right? The wash is very magical, as in it's chaotic. Like, we used to have my back in the 20s, not the 1920s, the 2020, not the 2020s either. Back in our 20s, when my Virgoan friend and I lived with roommates, one of our roommates, I hope they're not, if they're watching, they're gonna crack up. They're gonna freaking message me and sass me out. They used to say, it'll show up in the wash. And we were like, all right, it sure will. And we're gonna vibe right here until that wash cycle finishes. This is kind of what's happening in your mind. Like, are you ever going to suppose that wash cycle is set and needs to stop? There's a wrapping up moment the next 6 months, with clarity in the winter solstice, or I suppose that's the summer solstice for my good friends, right? Across the sea there. I do have Jupiter staring straight at me in your chart here. There's a lot to say about work. Your work may be shifting. There's a lot to say about the aggravating aspects, about you looking at the Delulu and really figuring out, is this what you really want? As in, were you attempting to shift careers? Were you attempting to control an aspect of a partnership? Now Venus wants alchemy. Venus doesn't want to be seen as a wish fulfillment. Venus is the crone, meaning will you work on it? I have here the Values Oracle. Okay, yeah, so the way you appear in public, fame, the wheel, picking up where you last left off, picking up. Now integrate these two projects, these two paths. Now suppose that your project was alive. Is it real? Is it realistic? Can you make it happen? Does it, suppose that only you, or is it truly a collective? Is it truly in the collective? Is it real enough for you to commit to? Is it a commitment? But the commitment, is it involved in you, within you, to you? It will be very agitative and aggravating. This Mars ingress, this Mars transit, this Mars in Cancer transit, you will come out the other end alchemized. You will sparkle and shine. You will be the pearl. But it will take you determining, is your spirit really in check? Do you in spirit, does spirit check you? Because if spirit to you is just like la-di-da, laissez-faire, polycule, molecule, yoga, thou, like where's the connection there? Whose soul are you really speaking to, right? Damn, these cards is good. leisure. This is Venus. I told you Venus was here. Okay, I have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. I have those axes defined by Capricorn, meaning, is this really worth you expanding into? Is it really worth your time? Take the time out. You will see you are being given space and time. You're moving, you're shifting. People are leaving your life in many ways, and people are entering your life in many ways, whether it's through departure of the earth plane or through bad friendships exiting. Do you hold on to every friendship? Why? Why must you hold on to everyone? Why must you consume people? Do you really teach them? Have you learned from them? What do they teach you? Now is your chance to enjoy the real Venusian wish fulfillment of, you better get your self in check. Wow, a union within you. And we have Cancer. We have the Empress in the Cancer zone, a secure Empress, a secure Emperor, in a Venusian. Wow, Pisces also. Okay, so we have major Pisces transits, major Pisces issues. Pisces is an issue, right? Pisces has issues. Yo, I kind of like that there's a bajillion Pisces channels, because like I'm not the best with the Pisces people, but like I'm a sun in Pisces, right? Oh yeah, I also have other I'm not even gonna tell you, I have a banshee of a placement in Pisces. But look what I'm here to help you with. Sacred union. Okay. All right, Pisces. It's a solar, it's a lunar, it's a reflection of you. Where do you suppose that you hold all the control? Who do you want to control? Let me read on the Anima Mundi and the thread. Actually, I want to read the crone. I'll try to read all of them super quickly. So when light, the crone is magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and wise. When dark, vindictive, bitter, isolated, and ostracized. And then go deeper is Dumavadi, Hekati, Baba Yaga, and Lilith. the banshees. You wanted chaos, so it'll show up in the wash, won't it? It's cute. Let's see. The mountain, when light, grounded in the eternal, steadfast and uplifting. When dark, ominous, daunting, isolating, and frigid. All right. The thread. The circuit of meaning within chaos. That's when light, when dark, binding, frustrating, and taut. Oh my God, taut. I kept trying to think of that word while moving. Like while I was, yes, taut. Tight enough, right? Like you've been yoked, but like, is it too tight, or is it just right, the right amount, right? You may think you have to find a thread and pull it. Imagine though that it's already tied around you, waiting for you to follow it home. The path, the vein, the circuit. And then, are those the mysteries? Thank y'all for bearing with me. I figure some of these things are significant to some folk, right? The thread is one of the final tools, and then we have the initiations. The wash cycle is will you repeat again, or will you follow the thread and hang out to dry? Okay. The soul of the world, all that is. When light, tending to the sacred details of life. When dark, overwhelmed by the bigness of existence. Go deeper. Alchemical drawings of Anima Mundi, the life and paintings of Hilma of Clint. So Hilma of Clint has a whole smorgasbord of spiritual channel paintings in the Guggenheim spiral in Manhattan. It's very fitting. It's wonderful. I need to return to it. It has called to me a lot. It's wonderful. It's like being in church. Wow. Well, the embrace of Anima Mundi is available anytime, anywhere, to anyone, day or night. Ritual pour. It is a process of unveiling our resistance to its love. Anima Mundi is the energy behind the world card in the tarot deck. Both carry themes of universal unity, completeness, and embrace. Alrighty then. That's beautiful. I want to put down a few of the ethereal visions. We are at well over 35 minutes. Okay. So we've got ourselves a situation here. I have a lot of Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, and Pisces. Okay, and yeah, in the past, the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, you did put something down, or you are looking at something that you thought you didn't, or you thought you didn't want. I think when you went to the mountain, it was cold, and that made you want warmth. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But something spirals up, right? Like it's time for you to acknowledge how you want to be treated. Also, this Sagittarius Scorpionic flavor in the present moment. The Salamander King and the Knight of Wands. You want what the King holds in their hands, but do you understand that you must follow the thread now? Where you were unyielding, that's where the loss occurred, because you were not in grasp, either too loose, too tight, right? Something had to be pulled, like the fire, where you thought you wanted. Look, 5 of Swords. What you thought was a good idea was like silly games, okay? I'm sorry. Is that okay for me to say? I've already been going off at y'all. Let me show you some cool cards though. Okay. Do you really want to let go of this? Oh my god, the Knight of Swords. You want to let go of the little fights, the little arguments. Okay. I have a lot of Leo as well. And then in this future moment, this card came up, right? I don't know who I've been talking to. I'm sorry, that's not what I mean, but like, I have Sun in Capricorn, and we mentioned the winter solstice, which the Sun ingresses into Capricorn. Wow. Y'all, you will see there's love, like, love. I keep saying love and money and love. Coming to new ground, two of you, right? Money, you and them, money, them making money, you making money. Psychic, very psychic. You're psychic. Scorpio, you're psychic. Sagittarius, you're visionary. Your path is led by your psychic vision. Confidence needed. Also saving up for who knows what. A lot of heart center where you were cold. Now there's a desire. Youth, you find youth in this person, although they may be mature. There's youthful love, a youthful confidence to both of you, leading through your youthful confidence, or maybe you led through your youthful immaturity, your immature drive to stay young, the desire to thrive and stay young, but not efficiently, must let go, needing to let go. Coal the fire is my favorite thing to say ever, which means remove impurities. Now decrease the fuel so that it is a flame and not a freaking fire. Money, okay? Confidence. Put down the stick, like, now follow the thread. Yes, skin, smoother, not through science or medicine, maybe through natural homeopathic, but also through vibration, the vibration of love, working with your Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn. Holy wow, okay? Doing the work, the spiritual work, actually talking to spirit, listening to spirit, because spirit is not going to let you be like laissez-faire, right? Wow, Eight of Swords, freaking y'all got me psychic all of a sudden. King of Penties at the bottom of the deck. Taurus, Aries vibration. Okay, this was the card that sort of set me off there. Four of Pentacles, right? Also, in its most basic foundational tarot sense, it's like you have to spend on things, you have to decrease spending on certain things. So that means you're decreasing the time spent with certain people, the time spent on certain things, money spent on certain things, and then shift. There's a shift, a sacral shift. God, it's your true desire. Like, what do you want? It is coming through strength and sure will, like a new order, out of disorder, right? Did I not tell you? So this is a Horn God, Emperor number 4, right? I love this guy here. And we were talking about the freaking doe and the deer and like, this guy's like, got the horns. Oh my God, the fox and the bear. Also the raccoon. Okay. And the crow and the crows. Look at the freaking fox. Okay. There, okay, Ace of Cups. Three of Wands, the Harvest. Holy wow, the Earth Mother. Okay, fine, I'll take those. But look, slow to come, has been a long time coming. The Five of Cups, y'all. Because it took you coming out of the freaking waterworks. Finally realizing that what you lost, it was like, it might have been big at the time, but you see the realness. The freaking battle wagon, the chariot. Look, you freaking see the realness of it all. I don't know if someone's texting me, y'all. No, I'm okay. The sun came back out. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we do have a lot of Capricorn flavor, a lot of Sagittarius flavor. The adventure, can it finally begin? You tell me. Out of this is Mars in Cancer. It's going to ask you, like, do you want this? In humility, okay? Or are you going to act up? Or are you going to go back to the same old? You have choices. It's fine. The wash can repeat. But you're this emperor, right? Did we not say the emperor? Well, we have been saying the emperor, but also we talked about the bear, the fox, and the deer, and then there's the crone, the crow, the crone. How does the emperor grow the freaking horns? Through this, realizing that it takes patience out of defining new grounds from the marshlands, right? The Five of Cups. You do see the faithfulness in this person, where once you thought that you could not rely on pure faithfulness, where once you thought that it was immature love or immature path, now small messages, short messages, the text, it's like growing up and out. Okay, look, but like chill out, because I have a lot going on here. I have the Ace of Wands, which is like very highly charged. This one especially is like super like the traditional tarot, meaning it's very like charged in a phallic manner. So like grown up, but like passion. Where has your your passion has led you to the freaking Three of Swords, which is like despair, sorrow, freaking, are you gonna keep repeating the same damn cycle, or are you gonna freaking, in grace and humility, decide that you're not gonna do it the same? It doesn't mean you're like breaking up, or it could be that you broke up from all this stupidity, and now I'm gonna say stupidity. And maybe you were like in denial about like faith and faithfulness, and just crying about what has happened already multiple times, and where it's like the reason it's happening multiple times is because it's like you have every right to like step out of that vibration, meaning you have every right to end these cycles. But have you ever thought about that? Finally you do. Finally you see. And then look, the Ace of Cups is what was coming out before this freaking Ace of Wands. So money and love. Okay, money, love. Also Pisces, it may have required a lot of patience for you, Pisces. It may have been patience out of humility, out of determining true delulu versus delusional, okay? And that grants you your wishes. Your hopes and fears are like, am I ever going to graduate from this? Yes, and you don't have to teach it to anyone else, but you might. That's Judgment Harvest. 3 of Wands. Yeah, hopes and fears confirmed. It's a more hopeful time. Sun in Aries, right? And like, oh, okay, yeah, I love this one because you can see the 3 of Swords here from the Sith. I forget how to pronounce it, but it is like from the delusion, like drop what keeps you, drop the people that keep you delusional, drop the people that perceive you that, or like that mimic your truth, which was not a truth based in you wrapping up a cycle. It was a truth based in you continuing to recycle. Okay, so are you that Knight of Wands who wants to be the King of Wands? These people don't know that you want to be the King of Pentacles, that you want to be the Emperor. They just want you to continue to be the Knight of Wands, no matter which type of Knight of Wands you are. It's like, are you ever going to become the Emperor that you want to become? Finally, yes, we started with the Earth Mother. Okay, the freaking Empress. I don't know why my camera doesn't want it. I guess my fingers are like in the way. Look at, she does hold the harvest. So you have more hope now, right? Like maybe this new vibration or this person, there's hope in them, and they illuminate to you like changing, relaxing, evolving, relaxing into your evolution, actually becoming the king, actually becoming the emperor, no matter your gender, no matter your identity. There's like this sacred divine pair that you first must understand and come to within. And then even so, it doesn't mean that you get a person. Like it means you're listening to spirit. You're like doing the crone's work. You're following the thread. You're ending silly cycles, okay? You're coming out of thinking that everything's gonna go your way. Coming to new grounds, right? Finally you see you've lost it, you gained it, you lost it, you gained it again. Are you gonna lose it again? You're saying no. Wait, did I show you that the 3 of Swords is... Yes, I did. And then she holds the harvest, the boon. And then that's for your hope. So in actuality, your hopes are confirmed. Oh my god, the ducks. So we go from the silly goose to the ducks. And then we have this freaking sacred union of the pair, right? The emperor and the freaking empress. My, what a lovely pair. A very youthful state of mind, a youthful state of being, a youthful love vibration that comes through will and determination in all forms and facets, all sensations, higher will, higher consciousness, internal drive, internal passion, and centeredness in your commitment to being grounded and staying true to your energetic vibration by accumulating your lessons, wrapping up your cycles, not giving in to what's not worth it, and putting more effort into what's actually worth it. Because are you going to continue to lose? No, you say you're going to win. You're going to win not at all costs, but you're going to win through a new perception, a new grounding, a new path unfolds. From the Three of Swords, you see that you are not to commit to same destructive vibration. You are a graceful swan, okay? Not a silly goose. But I do love a silly goose. You do see the light, okay? Like the hermit. Not without understanding, but with great humility, right? Comes the calling of the fire, and now the flame within you, a sacred union, okay? Kaboom. Two aces, right? Four arcana, 5 with Anima Mundi, 6 with the Chariot. Okay, wow. Retreat, Reishi. It just means like beyond relaxing, now commit. Commit to your relaxation. Card number 27. Herbs of Jupiter. Retreat, recovery, meditation, hibernation, spiritual contemplation, replenishment of spirit. Reishi's borderline miraculous properties are being researched, verifying ancient knowledge, including how the mushroom profoundly relaxes the nervous system, calms the mind, and induces a state of relaxed focus. Okay. It wasn't just them, it was also you, okay? It wasn't just me, it's also you. You told me to relax. Well, look, you also need to relax. Pause, it's time for renewal. If you feel overwhelmed or mentally overloaded, it's time to retreat. Take the time to recuperate and recharge, and personal growth will follow. Overstimulation and indecision lead to a sense of weakness, imprisonment, and a feeling that you are evading death. Like bear, I love that. Hibernate or rest before you take on the next project or challenge. Many Native American tribes have called this space of inner contemplation the Dream Lodge. Oh yeah, we did get this like 2 weeks ago. A place to witness death and see beyond the confines of physical reality by visiting the dream time. Create the space to be in silence and calm the internet chatter, the TikToks and the Instagrams and the YouTubes. Reflection is key to the path of self-mastery. Okay, wait. Yeah, change at work and home, okay? Cool. I gotta read The Harvest though, right? The Harvest is dope. Because this is a different harvest. It's like a judgment, right? But like it appears a little bit differently. With revelation and insight comes renewed energy for further transformative action. Along with this, some form of atonement for past actions may be initiated or forced upon oneself through the judgment of others. Along with this, that's what we've been talking about. Along with this evaluation is a potential for a rebirth with new insight as to direction or possible changes in one's life after your retreat, all right? Maybe you're wrapping up a retreat, but you're about to be shown now the transmutative quality of your retreat, the transformation. Along with this evaluation is the potential for a rebirth with new insight as to direction or possible changes in one's life, and even an influx of psychic awareness and understanding through an altered state as the second harvest is celebrated with the wine of life. With revelation and insight comes renewed energy for further transformative action. Holy moly, wow. Garden fennels for blessings, energy protection, and security. Grow in large container box in front of the house. While a goat, a symbol for abundance, rebirth, renewal, and vitality, nibbles the grass nearby. prompt words: rewards and renewal. Love it. I honor you, your path, your decisions. I'm ever so grateful for our energetic exchange. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. You might as well subscribe if you haven't and you made it all this way. Please stay tuned. I will return to normal, which there's no normal in my life. And I love it. I enjoy non-normalcy. But maybe that means I will be normal because, you know, I'm changing. So like maybe normalcy appears in my life. Anyway, see you later. Talk to you very soon. All the love, all the light. Enjoy. Changes in the home, changes at work. Ooh la la. Perhaps a divine pair of unions and divine unions of pairs and wow. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Keep it real. Keep it ever so light. Talk to you very soon. I'll be back with more. Ciao.